What is up, y'all? Thank you so much for watching this episode. I'm super excited. This one, maybe this is a part two, but I love this one because we really ask these questions and answer them on the spot. And we're actually doing more than just these what's one thing. We're gonna do three things for each question, but I wanted to share this with y'all because I think it's a great way to enter any year. So send this to your friends that got booze, that got married, all the things. Send them this so that they can get these important questions answered before we kick off a beautiful year. Enjoy.
Show them the
Right
other foot.
here. No, this one. I messed this one up. Boxing. You can see
Okay,
my.
we're not going to end this with I think when you start getting complacent, comfortable is a nice word. Complacent is another thing. And I think it's important for us to not take each other for granted. I mean,
It's like I want to be present in life, and I want more than life just to happen to me. You know what I'm saying? I want to like actually strive for something.
what's one thing we would like each other to work on for the new year that is a benefit, like something you'd like me to work on for you, you to work on for me. And you can take your time and think, because I can always cut this. Cut out the dead space.
Well, I think.
Oh, you're ready.
I know. I got that shit.
I told him these questions
Like,
a few days ago.
Get this shit together. No, I think. Well, the first one. What the first one?
Want to be like something you want me to work on to benefit you,
I
something
think
you work on that'll benefit me.
For you to be not less work oriented, but like I think just more chill, and like when work's done, work's done. Mm-hmm. I think that's the thing. So like let's say like all right, it's 10 o'clock. I'm done with work. I'm like cool, we can hang out. And then one, you're probably tired, you go to bed. But then it's also like you're done. But then like then if you're like 9, 10 o'clock, but let's say you get done with your work or whatever. And let's say it's 5 o'clock, even that's early for you. But let's say you're done with the work and then you're chilling for a second. And you're like, I'm bored. All right, I'm gonna go do more work. I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I get like you want to make this money, you want to do more for your business, but there's like I guess like a level of just like okay, like buddy, like not like find a hobby. But it's just like okay, there's more to life than like I'm gonna do another spreadsheet. Let's call my assistant and figure some more stuff. Oh, let me just do a spread. I'm like, buddy, like I know for me, like I need to like focus more on work. So I be chilling, boy. I got my hobbies, So I think I need personally to work on that. But I think for you, not get a hobby, but it's like I love and respect that you love the hustle and love to work, but there's like a good happy medium between like I'm working versus I'm not. And I think even when you're not working, you're still at times thinking about work. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you're present physically, but mentally you're kind of like, oh, well, So I think that'd be...
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
If I am doing a hobby or like how, I'm all about tangibility. So I could be doing a hobby, whatever that is, or enjoying myself at my desk. Would you consider... So let's say, for instance, if we were basing it off of our desk, then it would look like both of us are working all the time. No shade. But that was a real
I felt like the shade just came in.
Because there are times where I'm doing things like I'm studying Spanish or I'm watching something that is not work or work related, but it's also at the computer. So and now that my desk is faced the other way, you really can't see what I'm doing. So for you to see that tangibly, what does that look like? Like me sitting on the couch doing something? And is it a matter more of like having a hobby, being away from the computer, or when I finish work, literally being like, hey babe, I'm done with work? Or is there an assumption or a desire that we hang out daily after work? And you don't have to have the answers to all of that. But
Well, no, I don't
it
think
helps to make it clear for me.
I don't think you have to hang out. I think it's just... it's
You're
funny.
saying like a hard line.
Yeah, like... I'm trying not to sound like a dickhead or nothing like that.
I think I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure. Let's say, for instance, something like voiceover. I get a lot of auditions at 5 at night, so I'm going to have to do them around
Yeah, I don't
6.
care about that. That's whatever. That's like a...
But is there a time where you're like, at this time, we are both aware that work is done.
Yeah. I mean, because I think it's like you get done with everything you're supposed to get done with that day, but you're like, oh, well, I guess I have a little time. I'll just try to work on something for tomorrow. I'm like,
So what time would that be like?
I mean, this is kind of spur of the moment. I mean, I don't have.
We're just spitballing here.
I mean, like 7 or 8. I don't know.
Noted.
Yeah.
You want me to do mine?
Yeah.
Or you want
I know it's gonna be, but
something about you that will benefit me.
yeah.
I think it would be helpful to rekindle within yourself the way you used to express your feelings about me. You used to write a lot of letters, really long cards, random text messages about our future and how grateful you are to God that we're together. And you were really pressed for us to put our relationship on social media. Yeah, you were like, when I didn't change the relationship status, you were feeling some sort of way about that. Just more of an outward expression. And I don't mean like, and I know you know this, but every 2 days I'm my queen and she did this and she did that. Oh my gosh, she farted and it smelled like roses. Like, I don't need all that. But just I know you're a very good internal cheerleader. Like, you want the best for me. You just want me to be happy all the time, and whatever you can do to fix it, you will. But an outwardly expression wouldn't hurt. Or just little things where it shows that you stopped in your day to think of me or write me something or repost something and say you're proud of me. And I think especially considering what you said about like having so many hobbies, I'm like, if you're not even working, then everything you're doing is just for you. And so where does that, and I think that will allow me, since this whole series is about leaning into the femininity, that, man, at least if he ain't working, at least he took a second to think about me, and he's proud of, that I'm doing what I love. And then I think that will also help me chill. Because I know when I express this, and maybe I didn't express it yet. It's going to be in one of my videos if I didn't already. But when consistency isn't coming, at least financially, I can't rest. Or I don't feel like I can rest. So yeah, I don't deny anything that you said. That's important. Yeah, I'll take accountability. I don't deny anything that you say. I do think about work a lot because I know the things I want and I know what they cost. And I know the life I want us to live, and I know the life I don't want us to live. So that would be mine, just more outward expression, surprises of, because if I had read y'all some of the letters he wrote, I forgot to bring them with me, I think, but the letters you used to write me, boy. All right, so one thing that I feel like we kind of covered. Do you feel like we covered one thing that you would like the other person to work on for themselves? Or do you want to cover that? Do you feel like you have something different? That like doesn't necessarily relate for you, but something.
Well, I mean, even the work thing wouldn't relate. I mean, it does and it doesn't. I mean, it does, and then I'm like, okay. I think the relate. Maybe swerving out here, but you probably can't hear. But what am I trying to say?
Well, I guess the hobby thing is more for me, and the quality time.
Well, I think not even the hobby. I just want your mind to be focused on something besides work.
Like be present.
Yeah.
And what's happening right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's basically.
Well, I think mine, I kind of did it too. Well, I would say more community and connection. I think when it comes to, especially like when we talk about like goals and stuff, he always says like, it'll be hard for him to focus on his own goals if he also has to focus on someone else's, but he's not focusing on his goals. So therefore, it'd still be better for him to help someone else because that's where he thrives and allow someone to help him than to not be doing anything at all. And, as a life coach, it's taken me a while, but I do my best to not play life coach in the house or not play mama in the house because that's not my job. And because he does, I was gone for 3 months, we were talking about different things coming up. because of that freedom, he does agree with, I won't say allow, like he's my daddy, but agree with, I think sometimes I feel guilty about kind of getting on him about work. But I think this really would be a great year to invest in friendships, invest in groups, to have his own people. Even if he's not like dying to hang out with people, I know he does, even though he has to take like a nap after, he does feel good and rejuvenated when he has good exchanges with people. So I think for you, because as we get older, you know, it'll just be us at some point, and it'll be good for you to have, you know, even if it's a small core, people don't have to live around us, to just get out the house and be social. I think the church is a great place to do it because he's already on the creative team. He's good at the volleyball. They have a whole bunch of groups. I'm sure they'll restart the groups in the new year. But like just diving in, and you don't have to hang out with everybody. But I think there's a lot of men we see at the church that are of quality, that I think, you know, have things you desire, whether it's the lifestyle or just personality stuff, you know, like, and yeah, I think it'd be good for you. And sometimes I want to be home alone. I mean, Pepper's fine. He can be there. But yeah.
Yeah, I'll work on it. I'll work on it.
Okay, what's one last thing? Something we want to work on ourselves for ourselves. What is the thing we're going to, because they're going to hold us accountable. They're going to want to know in 3 months, first quarter, did y'all do these things? What is something you want to commit to working on for yourself?
I want to have, like, I guess I want to have drive for something that's actually meaningful. Because I feel like, especially for hobby stuff, boy, I've been on that shit for hours. I'd be loving my hobbies. But, you know, I'm going to say, now that I'm getting older, I need to think about it. No, I don't like saying all that. But it's kind of like that. It's like now that I'm almost about to be 34. And black don't crack, but still. Yeah, I mean, and like we want to have kids and stuff like that. It's like, not that I haven't been taking life seriously, but I feel like, I guess I gotta man up and, you know, figure something out. I mean, obviously, like I work, yeah, I can. On you're like, I mean, you're not working. I mean, I was pretty productive when she wasn't here, but I digress.
You was. No, you were.
I know, and then right when you got back, like all the work slowed down. I was like, no, I look like a bum like before.
But work coming to you versus work you're going to get. That ratio still has to be.
Well, everyone's giving me work when he was
That's
gone.
what
So
happened. Yeah.
I was
so
like, I'm chill. What am I doing? What am I reaching out for? Y'all doing? You know, give me the work. But fuck, I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah. No, so I think, like I was saying, I just want to have drive for something that isn't like a hobby, like a work drive or like a provider drive or something like that. Not like I'm complacent or anything like that, but it's like I want to be present in life, and I want more than life just to happen to me. You know what I'm saying? I want to like actually strive for something that could, like, I don't want to say make my mom proud or something like that or make her proud, but, you know, just something meaningful, you know, versus spending 8 hours a day, you know, doing some BS, you know, and then don't know what I'm doing the next day, you know. Like, I just want more meaning in my life, and I want not just like friendships, you know what I'm saying, all that, you know, but not even just people that know me, but yeah, experiences, and like, oh, that's Adam, he did this, or he's a cool guy, I guess he did that, or, you know, just stuff like that. Versus, oh, I heard about Adam, I don't know what he does, but he's a cool, you know, I guess he's okay, you know. Like, I wouldn't say I want to matter, but kind of, you know,
That's real.
Yeah, you know, I just want to exist in this world instead of just existing or living, you know. I don't know if that's the best way to describe it. But
You're alive, but you want to be living.
Yeah.
That's real. Thank you for sharing that. Appreciate your vulnerability.
I'm always vulnerable. Shoot, ask me a question. I don't care.
And I'll give you your props on that. He's definitely become more vulnerable over the years.
Is vulnerable the right word? Or more open?
Well, I feel like, I mean, you still want people to have a perception of you, but it was like, you really wanted people to have a perception of you. Like when we were like in New York and stuff, it was very like, you want to make sure you said and did and looked a certain way so people would perceive you a certain way. And now it's like you can laugh at your own pain. When before you would
Shit,
like,
I'd be laughing every day then.
you're like, nah, I'm good. You know, you wanted to appear a certain way. And, you know, now I just think you're being more honest with like where you are, and you're not necessarily satisfied with it, but I think there used to be like, I used to talk about like a gray filter over. Oh, it would be cool if I did a cool transition right there. Gray filter.
So using your CapCut. I don't know if they do that.
Okay. No, they got that. They got that transition.
Get to DaVinci Resolve Premiere Pro.
And then we come back to the light. I'm probably going to forget because I'm not going to watch this back. But like everything had kind of like a cloud over it. So it's like, oh, the sky is so pretty. Like, oh, why is that blue so bright? You know, like seeing like the negative and things. And I think you've definitely worked on that a lot. So I commend you for that.
Appreciate it.
And I'll close out with saying, for me, in this next year, I want to be a bit more on for work autopilot. Like I want things to be systems to be set. So I'm not, because I constantly have these new ideas and I'm implementing these new ideas, but I want to take this year to just rest in those ideas so that I can spend more time on family building and creating more memories. And I definitely want to work on, and I'll talk about this in my wrap up on my other video, my relationship to money and like the good sides of it that have gotten me to where I am now, but also the downsides to it that restrict me from making more and from being present, like he was saying, that come from family upbringing and just life. No excuses, not complaining, just explaining. But I am a product of my childhood. So, yeah, that's what I want to work on, and just continuing to build our relationship. I think when you start getting complacent, comfortable is a nice word, complacent is another thing, and I think it's important for us to not take each other for granted. I mean, these are not faces and bodies for radio, okay? So the people are looking. They're checking us out, but our commitment stays strong, and, you know, you can look, but you can't touch, okay?
That's for you to say. I don't know.
They could touch you.
Come touch me, shoot.
He would probably run away like a schoolgirl.
If a girl try to touch me, no, I think my thing is I want to look good enough. The girl wants me, comes like, hey, how you doing? Da da. And I'm like, nah, but I have a wife. It's so toxic.
Just waiting for that moment.
So toxic. I feel like they probably see the ring. Damn.
Yeah.
I guess I'm not that good enough looking.
Lotion on the ring, but I do appreciate that you keep it clean.
But.
Alrighty. Well, give me a kiss. Let's say goodbye.
Oh, gosh.
Like, comment. Go ahead. You can do my outro. You know what the kids say.
What, like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on
Instagram at Aurelia Michael.
And Adam Holmgren 22. Also, I have OnlyFans if you're interested.
Adam Holmgren Real Estate.
I sell
Adam Holmgren
pictures.
Products. Show them the other foot.
Here. No, this one. I messed this one up. Boxing. You can see my.
Okay, we're not going to end this with Maybe OnlyFans will reach out for a sponsorship. If y'all know people that want to sponsor us as a couple, not OnlyFans, but.
Yeah, I don't have OnlyFans, so.
Don't look for him.
Don't look for me.
They might be using your picture, though. You never know.
I know. My business one in a suit.
All right, y'all. How did this get 40 minutes?
Because I'm me.
And I maybe we'll do a part 1, part 2. Yeah.
It's your thing. I'm just here.
It's my world. He's just living in it. Peace.